one point, Tim Walz acknowledged that now that there is a new ticket in town, they have work ahead to explain to the American people not just who they are, but what they represent and what they're going to do if they win.
We've got a chance to make Kamala Harris the next president of the United States. We owe it to the American people to tell them exactly what she'd do as president before we ask them for their votes.
Now, ironically, Walz kind of loosely outlined 4 general plans, including cutting taxes and protecting American freedoms. We didn't get a whole lot more meat on the bone, and the Trump campaign is trolling the new ticket. They yesterday launched a Kamala 2024 policy website that actually leads to an error page because the campaign has still at this point nothing policy-wise written on it. So that was a little jab there, guys.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that
Jackie.
report.
Thanks, Jackie.
Yeah, I just logged on to it. It's Kamala2024policies.com, and it says Kamala Harris's dangerous policies are nothing to laugh about, and you can play a video of some sound bites of her over the years and what she has told reporters about her policies, and then you go through and it'll tell you each of her policies, then you can click on that to learn more information.
Because if they're not going to put out their policies, you got to go by on her record prior to and having gotten the job as vice president. So let's take a look at it. Fighting to set murderers free, more Bidenomics, it's working. Remember how many times she said that? You'll see it in clips. More taxes to ensure the middle class pays their fair share, because people mischaracterized the Trump tax plan as a break for the rich. They got a 1% decrease. Most of the middle class are the ones who saw the tax increase, the tax decrease.
Yeah, you can see other policies there, ending wrong-headed thinking that more police means safer communities. In other words, her policies would take police off the street. There's an idea in politics, Lawrence, define yourself or somebody else will define you. And right here, this is the Trump campaign defining Kamala Harris when it comes to substance, when it comes to policy.
But using her own words.
And look at the last one.
Meaning she hasn't put out any specific policies as this campaign for presidency, but this is her past, as we point out, Brian, put in the terms of Kamala 2024 policies.
Well, they keep telling us that there's this new Kamala Harris. Okay, well, then the new Kamala Harris needs to show up. I mean, the governor says on the stage that we owe it to the voters to go tell them where she stands on it. No, she owes it to us. She owes it to. All we see is campaign surrogates telling us the evolution of Kamala Harris. Not Kamala Harris telling us. If she's changed on her position, which politicians do all the time, I think that's totally fine. But she needs to be able to tell us why she changed it, what's the actual policy, and what she's going to do. What they keep saying there was this evolution because she was in the vice president's office. Okay, tell us about that evolution then.
Lawrence, if you go on this, it's very thorough. Like if you click on the first one, which is fighting to set murderers free, it talks about her supporting the Minnesota Freedom Fund, talks about how criminals were let out, and one of them that was let out went on to commit a murder. It talks about different dates and when she co-sponsored certain bills.
Here it is. Did you see the cover of the New York Post today? I mean, this is the story of that murderer. Harris helped bail group out, raise millions to let loose murderers. And they tell you about this story, these guys that got out again, and they kill again. And is she part of the, she was one of the first George Soros style AGs. Criminals are good. Let's let them run wild. We see the ramifications of that in Chicago. We certainly see it in New York, nonstop.
This is the most important stuff in this election. Make no mistake. What are your policies? I had Trey Gowdy on the Will Cain show this week, and he was like, Republicans win when they talk about policies. We're going to lose if we talk ad hominem, if you talk about the candidates, their personalities. But I do have to say, because they've made it a central tenet of this election, Democrats,
100%.
This idea of who's weird, right? I'm just going to tell you, when Tim Walz walks out on stage with a double hand wave above his head, and look, it's hard to fill a room when you're giving a speech like, how do I match the energy? No. But all these exaggerated motions, I'm going to say,
doesn't make me comfortable.
I'm going to tell you.
Have you seen him kick the air? He always lifts his leg up.
I'm just going to say it's weird. Okay? That's one man's opinion, but that isn't the football coach. That's weird. I didn't have that, Coach.
I will say this: if I brought up to Dawn that I like to honeymoon in China with students, that would have been a stop sign.
No
but
marriage,
he did.
Right?
He honeymooned in China.
Right. Y'all could have talked trade.
Trade in China. I know. Going to Communist China was never on my punch card. But that's what he did. Is that not weird? At the very least, I never thought it was a big deal to be a little different in this country, but they're running on it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.